What's poppin', T-subs and squad? So apparently y'all are not gonna let me breathe again until I talk about this Pastor John Gray and Aventer Gray. I really hate that woman name. Aventer Gray and this, let me fix my camera, and this whole cheating debacle that he done came into again. Okay? Let me rephrase. Again. Okay? So let me read to y'all what Hip Hop Wire had to say about this situation. I'm going to give y'all my 2 cents and I'm getting the hell off of here. It says, Relentless church cheater John Gray apologizes again, says he's seeking guidance. John Gray, the lead pastor for Relentless Church, South Carolina, has made the news recently for stepping out on his wife, Aventer, and in the most reckless fashion ever. In a recent sermon, Gray apologized to his wife and his church partner, but some may think it fell short considering the accusations of infidelity that continue to dog the marriage after past incidents. As reported by local outlet Greensville News, Gray preached this past Sunday to Relentless Church viewers via a virtual sermon, expressing some manner of remorse for falling short on his promise to Miss Gray and letting down the parishioners who support him. In a typical produced manner, typical of modern sermons, Gray opened with the Bible verse and then spoke to the Relentless Church members who expected more of him. I'm sorry for the areas of my life that I left unattended, that I was empathetic about, and areas where I have treated the calling of God, the grace of God, and the hand of God costly in my life. Gray earnestly expressed as a musician plays a score behind him. He continued with, for every area and behavior that has dishonored the holiness of God, I want to tell you I'm sorry. There have been a number of things and blogs, some of them accurate, some of it not. But all of it is my responsibility. I apologize for putting the name of God in harm's way. He later gives a direct apology to his wife, Aventer. I'm sorry for the pain that I have caused you, and my prayer is that the life I live from this moment will be one worthy of the love that you extended, that our family receives from. I am grateful for you and our children, Gray shared. With a story as explosive as Pastor Gray's, it didn't take much to stroke the anger and fire from social media, which has picked apart his private life, but that's to be expected of a person of fame, and has given profession and light of the allegations that have surfaced. We've gathered some of the responses we could find on Twitter, some of which calling out the hypocrisy, and we've also shared the full video of the Sunday sermon for viewing. Hopefully this is the final fall for John and he can repair the broken bonds with his family first and foremost, and then attend to his church body. Y'all, this is all I have to say. He's a man. He's a man. And I feel like just because you want to preach doesn't mean that that's your calling. I hate when a lot of these pastors get up here and they be like, oh, God spoke to me one night. He spoke to me while I was in the jail cell. He spoke to me while I was in the crack house. He spoke to me while I was in the hoe house. He spoke to me while I was laying in the bed with another man after I just got finished getting bust down for dear Lord God. And says, God told me that I should preach. But then you get up there and none of your actions show that. If this was the first time John Gray has ever been through something like this, I could be a little bit more lenient and I say, listen, it was his first indiscretion that we know of that he got caught for, so maybe this can be done, that can be done, and he could save his career. How many times have we gone through this with Pastor John Gray? How many times have we gone through this? How many times has Aventer, whose name I absolutely hate, gone through this that we don't know about? That's the real tea. Because a lot of these first ladies, they go through hell. But because they don't want to get judged, because they want their family to stay in good standings, because they want to continue up this pretentious, prestigious lifestyle amongst the church, they suffer in silence. Y'all have to stop doing that shit and put these men on blast for the men that they are. It's no way in hell that I could sit up and be amongst Relentless Church listening to Pastor John Gray with his meatball-shaped ass. I would love for all of these alleged women that's been sleeping with him, please DM me on Giving You the Real Tea. That's the Instagram. Please DM me and let me know exactly what the allure is to that meatball, that M&M shaped ass man, because I just don't see it. I don't see it. I honestly feel like he got to lift his stomach up just for the dick and balls to fall out. I don't see it. At the end of the day, I want somebody to have some self-esteem here. Whether it is John Gray, preferably Aventer, and all of these other women. He just broke all of the laws and commandments. Like coveting these people, women, baby mamas, wives, girlfriends, fiancés, sad pieces, whoever they are. Then on top of that, it's even more worse because you're basically pulling a Martell Holt and funding their life. You giving them money to send you pictures and all of the rest of this. And of course, they're whores. So they don't see no problem with it. But my thing is, as a man of the cloth, you should be the one to have a problem with it. And if you are going to cheat, at least do it with a bitch that has just as much to lose as you do. And the thing about it, John Gray, is this. Every time you cheat, you get caught. And then it becomes a big thing, a big scandal. It's because of the last scandal that you went through. Oprah Winfrey dropped your show. It's like God is constantly putting barriers and roadblocks in your way, and you're steadily just choosing to fall into the hole. Johnny, didn't I tell you not to fall in that damn hole? Now I got to get up off my job to come and pick your ass up out the hole. It's like, and I don't know what else y'all want me to say. First of all, this is what I am going to say. As much as I could go in and let half on that Buick-shaped man, as much as I could go in and let half on that dumb with the dumbest name of all times named Aventer, as much as I could go in on all of these foolish ass side pieces that's willing to just have no self-esteem at all to sleep with that man that's shaped like my refrigerator, when are we going to start holding the parishioners accountable? Because I feel like they're just going to take this apology and run with it, and he's going to be right back at Relentless Church next Sunday preaching and teaching, and y'all are going to continue to be all on the floor prostrate and all over y'all living room floor because y'all can't go down to the church house because of COVID, and y'all going to continue to be speaking in tongues, and y'all going to be sitting there letting this man pray over y'all and hover all over y'all, and the whole time he coveting your neighbor's house, your neighbor's wife, manservant, maid service, ox, nor ass, nor anything that is our neighbor. Y'all know what that came from? That came from the AME books, girl. I grew up AME. We had to sing that. We had to say that every Sunday. And then the choir had to come in and chime in with the, oh man, like all of my AME people know that. I'm Baptist, but I was brought up and raised AME. You understand me? Know your worth. And know that you are worth way more than that. Like my whole thing is, if it came out that he was with a man, the trustees would have had a Zoom meeting trying to vote his ass up out the church. They would have did that. That's what I mean by the double standards that go on into these churches. And that's why so many people turning away from Christianity because of shit like that. That's why these Christians are really suffering. And it's making true Christians look bad. Now, I'm not saying just because you're a Christian, your life is going to be perfect and you're going to do everything that Bible says. Absolutely not. But the point is, if you're going to cheat, do it right. You're supposed to cheat and not get caught. It's like every time he cheats, he gets caught, and then here he comes with these same mechanical, written out, drawn out ass dissertations and putting Bible verses to it as if that's a band-aid. Y'all should be sick of having band-aids putting over y'all wounds. It's time for y'all to get a new person up in there that's not perfect, but he sure ain't running around town sticking his little dingaling whose balls hang lower than the dick do, because that's exactly what it look like. It look like his balls hang lower than the dick and it's some circumcised. That's what it looked like. I mean, that like before I really go in a half, because he's not gonna get my goat like that. I'm about to go on ahead and end this video. Let's get the discussion popping down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about it. Let me know if y'all feel the same way I do. At this point, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. It has become a pattern, and he's already made it up in his mind that all I got to do is utter out an apology, and I'm going to be right back in the pulpit. If y'all really want some change, get rid of him, and get rid of Jamal Bryant, and get rid of every other pastor that's running around here doing this and trying to mask it under the man of the cloth, because it's really making us good Christians look bad. And with that, I'm out. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.